Hey, it's Dexter, and welcome back to my testing world. Today I'm going to showcase one of the most weirdest circuits in Redstone that I think I have ever, laid eyes upon. This is what I have nicknamed the illogical logic gate, as you will see in this video. Oh, dang it, I broke my circuit. There we go. Okay, so in the current state of the circuit I have right now, there are many other variations on the circuit. Jeez, I keep breaking everything. Get back here. Okay, so in this current state, this kind of acts like a T flip-flop in a way, but in a really weird sort of way. So let me turn on the circuit real quick. So, what is going on here? I'm getting a lot of like weird stuff going on. So hold on a sec, it messed up because of weird lag things. So as you can see, when I turn on, it raises this first block up right here. So that's not really the interesting part here. But when I turn it off, it lowers this block and then it raises the second block right here. So what's actually happening is once this upward facing piston right here is put back into its stationary position, there's still a tiny little bit of pulse that goes into the piston. So it acts as a one tick, like just perfectly a one tick pulse, which pushes this block up here, which is actually like really remarkable for how it works. So that's not the most interesting way we can look at this. So let's go take a couple more variations. Things start to get really weird when you add sticky blocks and slime blocks. It gets really, really weird. So this one isn't very interesting as well. It just kind of acts like a pulse. So you open up the circuit, it pushes up both blocks. You turn off the circuit, and it keeps the sticky blocks up. So I'll just repeat it again real quick. Yeah, so again, this isn't really useful, but you could probably put a bunch of different blocks on it. I don't really see much of a use for this. It just helps to illustrate the concept. This is where stuff really starts to get interesting. This right here acts as what I would think is the best way to use a T flip-flop for this particular circuit. Although there are kind of stipulations, such as you have to have a long enough pulse for this to work, and it is rather slow. So the benefit to this, though, is you can have like a bunch, and I mean a bunch of different outputs on this. Like you could literally stick a giant line of slime blocks to wherever you needed it to go. So that's just a kind of interesting thought. So when I turn on the circuit, it pushes up this block right here. And then when I turn off the circuit, it pushes up this redstone block, and it re-pushes up this block as well. So you could potentially have a power source go through this as well, which would also be really kind of weird. And so when I hit it again, you can't see it right now because it's invisible. But what it does is it's grabbing this block again, and I just broke it, so let me put it back. And then it pulls it back down, and then I think it duplicate. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with this. So I'm just having glitches here. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to bring it back down. So let me try to redo it again. So yeah, as you can see, it goes back up again, and then I'll hit it again, and then it'll go back down. This is probably due to a lag I'm getting from using my recording software. So sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. It's not the best quality ever. So now I'm going to move on to one of the most fun uses of this circuit that I've recently discovered, is using a rapid fire pulse that is triggered by a bud switch. So as you can see, in order to keep it the circuit from firing over and over and over, I have to keep the lever on. So keep that in mind. And once you hit it off accidentally, it'll start doing this crazy shaking motion, which I used to give it the nickname the pepper shaker, because it's got the redstone, which looks like pepper, and it's shaking crazy. I know, I'm totally original. Okay, so let me just turn that off again, because that's lagging me like crazy. So as you can see, this is a really, really interesting little device. It's kind of got this, you have the corner block above the piston being powered, so that's causing some weird sort of piston bud glitches that's going on with this. So what I've used this device to do is to create a rapid fire arrow shooter, which is absolutely hilarious to look at, and it still kind of makes me chuckle every time I watch it fire off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the lever because I feel like it. And as you can see, this circuit is just firing out arrows at an incredible rate. So I think you guys get the point, so I'm just going to turn that off. So the first is okay, there we go. And as you can see, we have quite a sizable load of arrows that's been fired only after like 10 to 20 seconds. So that's absolutely awesome, in my opinion, and one of the best uses of this circuit. The last, oh, excuse me, voice cracks. The last use that I found for this circuit is to create a weird kind of clipping motion that lets you clip through slime blocks and solid blocks without taking suffocation damage. So I will go into survival mode in order to show you this one because I think it's really cool. So what I do is when I turn on the circuit so it starts doing the rapid fire pulsing motion like I mentioned earlier. And then what I can do is I can stand under these diamond blocks right here, and then I can pull jump, and eventually it will clip me right through the top. What you can also do is you can clip through these slime blocks as well, and it'll give you a boost. I can definitely see that being used as a way to make a player-only door where the player has to jump, and mobs can't normally jump unless they have a block that they want to jump onto, so you could use that to make a player-only entrance. So let me just turn that off real quick. And this could also be a really cool application for like a secret entrance, like hidden in the ceiling. Although it may be a little difficult and obvious because you have to like put a non-solid block right here in order to keep the slime blocks from activating. So its uses are kind of limited, but I think it's really cool. So that's all I got to show for today for this circuit. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about another really cool use for this circuit, which I think deserves its own video, so I'm going to leave that be for now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys take a look at the circuit and find any other cool uses for it, please let me know in the comments below. I am extremely intrigued by this circuit in general, so I would love to have any more information on it that I can't currently figure out because I'm a lazy butt. Thank you all for watching, and take it easy.